these platforms?
Okay. So from the Manomay Kosha, whenever there are vrittis, so at that time, any suppressed emotions and all, or whatever vrittis are there, it will first affect the pranamay. That's the closest one to it. And then it will go into the Annamay Kosha. It will affect the body. So all
Okay.
the ailments we can say starts from there.
How does it affect the pranamaya?
That's the closest sheet to the Manomay, coming
And
to the body,
pranamaya
towards
is
the body.
to manomaya. One side it is pranamaya, other side is vijnanamaya.
Yes.
Why only pranamaya affects? Because as a
I'm not sure.
yoga teacher, this is very important concept. What are the panchakoshas? What are the panchakoshas? Explain me.
Uh, So if we start from the top, Anandmay, Vijnanamay, Manomay, Pranamay, and then Annamay, Kosha,
Uh,
five
the
sheets,
brief
Panchakosha.
explanation of each one.
Annamay, sorry, Anandmay is like the super conscious, if I put it in the English terminology.
Hmm.
Then the Vijnanamay is the subtle body, or what we call Manomay is the mental, the mind.
Hmm.
Pranamay is the energy channels, the energy body, and Annamay is the physical body, the gross body.
Okay. See, Yoga Vasishta. What is Yoga Vasishta? Why it has given a special significance? See, it is a part of Ramayana, but it is called as Maharamayana. Ramayana has 24,000 slokas, but this Yoga Vasishta has 32,000. So that's why it is called as Maharamayana. It has like different volumes. It is a discussion between Yogi Vasishta and Lord Rama. Similarly, even you can see in Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. So they are in that Vishada, means they have seen the worldly things. He has been in the state of Vairagya. The same thing happened with Arjuna. So there Krishna here Vasishta, Yoga Vasishta, Maharshi Vasishta has given them the clarity. So we have to think that we are the Arjuna and we are the Rama. Then only we can understand this. They are very beautiful concepts explained in this. The definition of yoga according to Yoga Vasishta is Manaha Prashomnopayah Yoga iti vijyate. Means the calming down of mind is yoga according to Yoga Vasishta. The main concept, the beautiful concept which is very useful for us, the yoga teacher, is Adi and Vyadi. This is called as yogic concept of disease. Generally, we call it as psychosomatic. Okay, in your generally these days we have seen yoga how we deal the things. Hey, yeah, we deal with psychosomatic. And why not Vijnanamaya kosha getting affected? Why? You have studied Pancha koshas. So tell me, why Manomaya kosha? You said, but what? Why not? You said from Manomaya kosha, Pranamaya gets affected. Why not Vijnanamaya?
Vijnanamay is at a little more higher, right? If we are not mistaken. It's at
But
a
also
more
this is
higher.
silent.
Higher. If something is higher, we'll keep more efforts to get there.
It is already closer to the Anandmay Kosha. So Anandmay would be very close to the soul, the actual soul, we can say.
Okay. See, here, if you see the Anandamaya kosha, a man he is healthiest with perfect harmony and balance. Vijnanamaya kosha, these are the movements but channelized in right directions. There is a word used called as Viveka Kyati, means the discrimination knowledge between what is right and what is wrong. In Manobaya kosha, we have conflicts. We have that friction between the thoughts and the actions, or the thoughts in the mind. But one who crosses Manomaya, who is established in Vijnanamaya Kosha, we had clarity. So we know what is right and what is wrong. That's why there is no chance of conflict, so that there is no chance of Adi. Got it? That's why Vijnanamaya Kosha is far above. Not physically, it is more subtle than the Manomaya, but you never form a conflict there, so there is no chance of Adi. In Manomaya, what happens here in Manomaya Kosha, our psychic body, we have likes, dislikes, pain, pleasure. So what happens? Our mind says something, our actions will be other. We want to go out in the rain, but the mother says, no, you should not go. Then what happened? Mind is saying something, body is doing others. It might be a conflict. Suppose you are going to office. Imagine you are working in some nice company, very good company, very strict company. You have to reach by 9 o'clock. You will generally start by 8. So you'll reach before 9. So one day what happens? You will start little late by 5 minutes. Then after going a furlong, you'll see a red signal. Then what is your state of mind?
Becomes a little anxious that will I reach in time or no?
Right? So the first thought will come, will I reach on time? Okay. If there is one signal, it's okay. If there are 10 signals in between, what happens?
Your anxiety increases then.
Anxiety, it takes a lot of time to get into the state of anxiety. First, you will get a thought. Consider it as a wave. So you got one thought, I may reach on time or not. So on that day, you have 10 signals, 10 red signals is there. So you have done the same thought for 10 times. But still nothing happens to you. One day, nothing happens. Our bodies are not so weak. If the same thing continues every day, like 2 days, 3 days, 1 month, will you work only for one day or 1 week? 1 month, 1 year, then what happens?
It
There is a
becomes
wave,
habitual.
there is a wave or a thought, single time, single day, nothing will happen. But after few days or few weeks, then what happens? A small seed will form. If you directly throw seed on the earth or mud, it will grow. What you need? Still also, just a seed is formed. Nothing happened to you. You are absolutely fine. If seed has to grow, what you need?
Water. So we are watering the thought here.
So then what you do? Then seed is formed. Then again you are still putting water, all the nutrients, whatever it required. Then what happens after the form of the seed? Then still the same thing continues. Or still sometimes what happens in the house, you may start at 8, 10 also sometimes. So what happens? It is like watering to the seed or providing nutrients. Got it? If person is in Vijnanamaya, what do you think? He knows he has started 5 minutes late. So let's go at my own speed. If I will be late, I will be late. But he never think of it. Because he know what is right, what is wrong. And what we do in that we are going, we might be late, we'll increase the speed. Then it increases the vata, it increases more thoughts in you. What my boss says, huh? Whether I will be late mark or not. You'll have many, many, many thoughts. Toward the drive, you have the thoughts. Then seed is formed. Then what you did? You put nice, what is that? Alkaline water. We will drink RO water, but we'll give alkaline water to it to grow very fast. Then you'll also provide some nutrients. How? Other stress also you will take. Why you are getting here? Because you don't know, we don't have clarity what is right and what is wrong in Manomaya Kosha. It only goes with the likes, dislikes, pain, pleasure. That's the reason you have a conflict there. Means a friction between the thoughts. Now what happened? Seed is formed. It has now started growing like a small plant. Still you cannot see nothing in your body. Okay, because it is only there in the mind. Then what happens? Suppose you are in an office. If you want to say something or scold someone, whether you can scold your boss or your subordinates.
The subordinates.
Right? So Vijnanamaya Kosha, it's above. It is more subtler, and this impact will not be in the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Because once you get there will be no conflict. So who is next to him? Who is going to listen to him?
The pranamaya kosha.
Pranamaya Kosha. Then what happens? That seed, that plant will come and disturbs this Pranamaya Kosha. You Pranamaya Kosha, all your energy channels are flowing very good. I am taking this much load, so I will give my load to you. Suppose you have more work, you cannot give to your boss, you will give to your subordinates. Similarly, what it has done, what is Pranamaya Kosha? All our energy channels will flow without any blockages. That is perfect harmony of Pranamaya Kosha. But here what he has done, you Pranamaya Kosha, I am suffering and you are very happy with the free flow of energy. So very jealous, no? Manamaya Kosha. What he does? Then he disturbs Pranamaya Kosha. How he disturbs?
The excess bath will cause disturbances also in the body. No? Like a pan would like go, its flow is downward. It will start moving upwards, cause some other disturbance in other parts of the body.
So also because of stress, the breathing will be uneven. You'll
Yeah.
breathe more than the normal regular breathing.
Faster.
That is still
Because of
second.
stress,
Shallow and
That is not the first symptom. See, when your breath get disturbed, it means it has completely entered into Pranamaya Kosha. Okay. It has completely conquered Pranamaya Kosha. The first thing is not breath. According to Yoga Vashihsta, I am saying, see, your breath has been disturbed, then you can see that complete Pranamaya Kosha, you got maximum affected. If your physical body also you can see symptoms, then you can say Annamaya Kosha affected. You will understand before the end of the class. The first thing it does is it disturbs your digestion. Have you heard this? Stomach is the root cause for every disease. Constipation is
yes.
mother of all diseases. Have you heard?
Yes.
Why they say it? They say it is 100% right. Because all psychosomatic from the Manomaya Kosha, whatever the seed or the Adi is formed, it will first disturb your digestion. If somebody is in stress, if they can see, it's a physical symptom. Breathe you can see, but digestion you cannot see. Only the person can know. What happens? Again, it has very clear how to disturb the digestion. Generally, our digestion is sama. It is called as balanced digestion. But it disturbs it in three ways. Ajirnatvam, Atijirnatvam, Kujirnatvam. In simply Ajirti, Atijirti, Kunjaljirti. What is Ajirti? We say somebody has Ajirti. Means what? It's indigestion. Means whatever food you are eating, it is unable to digest. What is Atijirnatvam? Over digestion means you are digesting more than what you want. You generally see they will be very slim people. They eat more, but they never put on the weight. It is over digestion. The third one, if you go in deep, it is called as, first one is Mandagni, Tekshagni, and Vishamagni. The third one is Kujirnatvam or Kundaljiti. It is improper digestion. Sometimes it will be more and sometimes it will be less. Now you understood why they say stomach is the root cause for every disease. Because what is the first thing? If you can see your stomach, if your digestion is proper, whatever is there, you are stopping it here. Got it? This is a practical application. If somebody says stomach is the root cause for every disease, how? If you can maintain your stomach health, gut health, then what happens? It will stop there. It will not go further and it will not affect your organs. Okay. Here what happens? First your digestion is disturbed. Then the energy flow will be get disturbed. Once your digestion get disturbed, then your energy flow get disturbed. Then you can see that shortness of breath, or you can feel some pain in somewhere. These all are the physical symptoms. That is called as Vyadi. If somebody has shortness of breath, if they have breathing difficulties, what they call, they have some breathing issues. That is a Vyadi. The Adi is in the mind, Manomaya Kosha, but you can see Vyadi, its reflection in the Annamaya Kosha. Right? See, you have done with this PPT or other PPT? Same one.
Yes, we have done this.
Same PPT.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. Okay. Here, I think Madam has explained all this. Okay. Diagram is good. Now you understood how the disease will transform from Adi to Vyadi.
Just this thing. The three Agnis, one was Manda Agni, Teja Agni, and the third? Like mention.
Teshmagni.
Sorry?
Mandagni, Teshmagni, Vishamagni. Manda means it is related to kapha and it is poor digestion. Teshma means it is related to fire, pitta, related to vata. It is irregular or irregular digestion. This I am going little into that Ayurvedic terminology. Okay, this is generally Ayurvedic terminology because I am working here. I am little familiar with that terminologies. Okay. Then how yoga will work on this? See, our intention is, see, you have learned this. What is the use if you are not implementing it? How does yoga work on this, Adi and Vyadi? How you will deal with this? Tell me. You are a yoga teacher, experienced.
Yeah, as a yoga
First with
teacher,
the physical.
to understand what is the background or what exactly is their um, mental status at that point of time. So, and as per that, then only we can go ahead and we can
How you will go ahead?
give a specific.
What will be your protocol? Now you
First we will
understood.
start.
Study to
Yes.
Jnana. What?
We'll also try to understand what are the gunas. If it is a rajasic kind of a person, then maybe a little more physical activity to start with, because already mentally they are disturbed. Meditation and all, or pranayam, if we make them sit and do, they may not really. So first we'll try to just balance it out through more calming asanas and all that, and then maybe slowly and gradually pranayam may just
Why
anulom
not
vilom without kumbhak.
pranayama first? See, you said you will start with asanas.
Yes.
Why not pranayama first?
Because they are not in that mental state, that calmness of mind, and they will not even have that focus of breathing. So once they are stable in asanas, then we can take them towards pranayam. And again, without kumbhak. For any mental disorders, there will be no kumbhaks recommended.
It's not about
Just
that, but the basic protocol I'll tell you. When the disease is psychosomatic, your approach should be somopsychic. Understood? This is why you don't know why you do, but what you said is right. Because manomaya, pranamaya, annamayas get affected. Annamaya, when it got affected, you have to first deal with annamaya. See, then pranamaya, then manomaya. If the disease is psychosomatic, then your approach will be somopsychic, from the body to the mind. That is the right approach. Not only generally in therapy, this is what we do. This is what protocols we follow. Okay. Next, how this modern science has described this, and what is the result of this? How yoga management can help people in this? We'll see. How many we have seen? Manomaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, and annamaya kosha. The modern science says a disease will transform in 4 stages. That is psychic state, psychosomatic state, then somatic state, and organic state. Here, somo means body, actually, just remember. What is that? Psychic, psychosomatic, somatic, and organic. What is this psychic state? In this stage, this is stage. You consider it as 4 stages. How the disease will transform. In the first psychic state, it is like you'll have a thought, right? It will only be up to your mind. There will not be any symptoms on your physical body. Psychosomatic, it is like for a short time you'll have a symptoms, but it is temporary. In somatic state, you will have that symptoms continuously. Organic state, that organ will get damaged. We'll see in depth, like suppose if a person he has lot of stress, so still it is in the psychic state. So what happens? He will be in stress. If you check his BP, everything will be normal. Nothing is affected in his physical body. But in mind, he has stress. That state can be considered as psychic state. Then the psychosomatic state is temporarily, occasionally you will have that. Means what happens? Before going to office, no, they'll not have hypertension, but when they come from the office for a little period, they'll have the hypertension. In the night again, they will be fine. The third one, they have diagnosed with hypertension. This is where they have to go to a doctor. They have to take the medicine. Because you check any point of time, they will have the high BP. In the fourth one, what are the organs for the hypertension, heart and kidney. Any one organ will get damaged, he has to go to the surgeon. These are the 4 stages. And here I remember a story in one of the classes. They said one child every day uh, coming from the school is very happy child, is doing everything. The mother has 2 children. 2 are very happy, they are very good in studies, everything they are doing. But one day, mother got a doubt that one of his child is in stress. So what he has done, when the 2 children are sleeping, she has taken some butter and just kept on the heart. So for one person, it is the same, and for the other child, it started melting. So then she understood child is in stress. Then she consoled and made him better. Okay, this is one experiment, you can do it. Somebody is in stress, it melts very fast. So coming back to ours, psychic, psychosomatic, somatic and organic. Now you understood how the disease will transform. How yoga works on these stages. So what do you say? Which stage yoga is good? Which stage we can work more? Or all the stages we have the same thing? Mute kar.
So the
Easiest
psychic
will be. Sorry,
What?
yeah, go ahead.
no, I was saying in a psychic state, if the person is in a psychic state, then the first thing we should start with is asana only, to relax their body, and then go and then continue to relax the mind.
Okay. Next, in psychosomatic, what we can do?
Psychosomatic also, I would, organic, we cannot do anything. That's what I understood because there's a complete organ damage. So that would be difficult. Then I'll go in the reverse order. In somatic, we will start from asanas, reverse engineering from asanas, then pranayam, then meditation later, in slowly and gradually. Psychosomatic, we can have a combination of asanas as well as pranayam. That is what I understood. Because they are still not gone into a very, it's still not gone into the pranamaya kosha completely. We can still handle it and reverse engineering se kar sakte hai thoda quickly.
Okay, I'll tell you. The first one is psychic state. Here, yoga is very effective. In these 4 stages, the first one is psychic state. In this, yoga is very, very effective for a person. Next one is psychosomatic. Here also, yoga is effective, not effective as a psychic state. The third one is somatic. Here it is very less effective, but still it is effective. In the organic state, effectiveness of yoga is very, very less. So now we understood where we can handle the things better. And you have to check. So what I say is sound body has a sound mind. So first you come with the body. If your body is not state, not fit, if you do pranayama also, instead of going into nadis, it will go somewhere else. Instead of one nadi, it will go into other nadi. Got it? Then, if your body is fit, all your energy channels are cleansed, then whatever you do, your mind will be very stable. So this is the approach we have to take. So practically also, it will help you a lot. This is how a disease is transformed from Adi to Vyadi. Understood? And here we have 2 types. If you see here, Adija Vyadi, Anadija Vyadi. Adi means with root. It is formed in the mind. In that also you have further classification, Sara and Samanya. One is influenced by hereditary, other is not influenced by the hereditary. What is this Anadija? Means which is not psychosomatic. Can you name which are not psychosomatic?
Yeah, like here it's already mentioned, and any fracture, falls.
So that is sudden incidents. So they don't come under. See, there is a problem in the physical body, but it is not to the mind. It is directly happened to the physical body. If we get any bacterial infection, viral infection. So this like something comes from the external source. See here, those which occurs as a result of external cause, such as accident or viral, bacterial infections, these are called as anadija vyadi. Here you have one is hereditary. How does hereditary influence you? Somebody says in my family, like more people, like my mother side, father side, everyone has diabetic. So I am taking stress so that I may also become diabetic. Have you seen this kind of people?
Yes.
What is this hereditary?
Actually, it's there in the DNA carries that, what should I say, that sanskar, if I put it in terms of yogic thing. Those
Okay.
sanskars are carried ahead and they are in a dormant state. But when that person becomes anxious, that disease will become active, which is already
Part
there.
of their gene. It's part of the gene.
Okay.
Huh.
They say that their parents have diabetes. Will their grandparents have diabetes? Will their parents have had diabetes?
Not necessarily, but they say
Then
because as per the current this neuroplasticity, whatever research, they are like it can be reversed. The only thing as per our scriptures, we say na that wo sanskars are there in the DNA, in the uh, but they are in a dormant state. Not necessarily they are active. If that
only thing
person,
is, yes. Only
It
thing
could
is
be
their
because of past
grandfather
karma.
past karma. No. See, the only thing is their grandfathers don't have. Their parents have. And they are the part of their parents. So their resistance might be less. So what you said in the dormant position, but when you get into that critical situation, hereditary only comes. See, somebody's family has a history of diabetes. So what are the critical situations? Either he has to lot of stress, he has to go. Otherwise, its food habits should be very worst. Then only it will affect you. Otherwise, if you are into right lifestyle, you are doing things everything right, though in your family you have, it is not going to affect you in any way because that is not your genes. Your genes almost has 7 generations. In your 7 generation, only one generation has it. The other generations must be much healthier. So it's like which gene you activate. If you are into wrong lifestyle, the previous generation genes will get activated. If you are healthy, if you do the right practices, the healthier gene also you can get activated. Huh? Like every day, like uttista, will wake up that genes. No, no, you are very weak, you sleep, you are very strong, you get up. So generally, if somebody says hereditary, it's because of your lifestyle, especially. Because it hereditary or genes, what it says, these are your weak areas. It is simply like it says the way you are going, it has thorns. What people will go, some people will not even go in that way. Some people will have nice shoe and they go. If still after knowing that without chappal or shoes, if you go, what happens? It will get inside you. So this is what. When you know that something is there, you have to take proper measures or you have to be into a proper lifestyle. For example, if you go Ayurveda, there is Dinacharya and Rutacharya. Very important. How many of you follow that? Nobody. Even we have yogic charya, yogic lifestyle. How we have to eat food, how, when we have to get up, what practices we have to do. In yoga also there is a lifestyle. But how many of we are following the lifestyle? Like including me. We say yoga, sleep early, wake up early, but still at 11:30 we'll be still wake up. Right? Anybody sleeping at 7 or 8 p.m.? Right. So that is what. Because according to the circadian rhythm, what we have to do, we have to sleep early. So this is how lifestyle plays a vital role. Why those two things? One is lifestyle is good, and the food quality is also good. Because whatever the food we are giving, it's not giving energy, it's taking energy. So we have to eat the food, whatever food is there, the local native food. It's simply like whatever your grandfathers, grandmothers have eaten, that food you have to eat. That is very good for us. That too, not a modified, proper food that will give you energy. Then you'll not get into this kind of things. Though your family has a history of any disease, still you can come out of that. So clear with this?